Short squeeze to 62,000 for Bitcoin, getting the pump 62,100. Oh my God, this is out of control. 1 minute getting a bang to the upside here for Bitcoin. Beautiful little flag here, pumping to the upside of the low stochastic. Let's go! Oh, hello. I was just reading my favorite book, The Richest Man in Babylon. I hope you're getting to read. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time, baby. My baby girl was born, baby. Healthy and good, baby. Let's go. Man, I got a healthy daughter. She's the cutest little thing in the world, man. She came out clean, sweet. The birth was amazing. They used this little balloon called a cook balloon. This lady knew exactly what she was doing. It was the smoothest pregnancy I've ever been in of the 3 pregnancies. My wife gave the birth on all 4s. You know what I mean? That was the best way, I believe. You know, the traditionally, but they really gave the birth on all 4s. But at the very end, on her back, it was insane. I was there the whole time, like for the entire birth. It was just awesome. Got home at like 1 in the morning. So easy. The dad gets to go home. You know, I'm all set now. I'm going to go head on home now. I hope you guys have fun with the baby now. And the life of a man, right? I know you women roll their eyes at us. Well, you know, we do a lot for you, too, on the back end. That didn't sound right, considering babies. But we do a lot for you on the back end. We do a lot for you women that you don't see, right? That's what I tried to say and I wasn't trying to say anything about the back end. I was just trying to talk about the front end. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you were in my trading group this morning, I was long, baby long. I was scalping Bitcoin ridiculously. Then I was getting the stream ready. And as I was getting the stream ready, we cooked like you wouldn't believe to 62,300. We're going to talk about this massive short squeeze. Again, dear shorts, thank you so much for shorting again today. This is now maybe the 100th millionth day in a row you have given me and the lifers gains with your unending bank accounts full of money that you continuously use to short the market and get liquidated on. I greatly, greatly appreciate your mommy and daddy for continuously filling your bank accounts. No, but I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to make you guys laugh. I'm not trying to be, but what I am trying to say is, you know what I mean? The markets tell you where they're going to go. I've been doing this for 15 years, 17 years now, since I was 24. I'm now 41 years old. And, around year 10, you start to really see things for what they are. Around year 10, you're like, yep, this is exactly what's happening. I can see there's like a 90%. Your probability win rate starts to raise because the markets get predictable, man. They run on some type of algorithm. After 10 years, you can catch the algo. But it takes a long time because you have to see the scale of the cycle. And you don't get the scale of the cycle by just being in it for a year or two. That's why I have an edge on you. That's why I have an edge on most traders. That's why you may be better at technical analysis. You may be a nerd. You may be a mathematician. But you didn't see the market as much as I have. You don't know what I know. You haven't been through the game. So hang out with me every single day. I'm going to learn from you. You're going to learn from me. You guys know things I don't know. So together, we're going to learn together. A trader that's been in the market for a long time can truly convey so much more information to you than just someone who pokes at the charts. You know what I mean? 17 years of battling these markets, 17 years of putting money in, 17 years of speculating, 17 years of dreaming and pushing and hoping for more. And it's been an amazing journey. Let's continue the journey, shall we? Let's take a look at what's happening to Bitcoin. And what a beautiful little flag. Look, the target for that flag was what? 62,500. How did I get it? Just the length of the pole. This is simple stuff here, everyone. And they say, patterns don't work. Pattern traders don't. I can see it before it happens over and over and over again. When the 5-minute really broke the 200 MA this morning, that was your indication to open up a long, and you would have just rode that thing all the way to the upside. I tell everyone how simple it is to use the 200 MA and open up a long when one candle breaks above it with a stop below it. It's simple. You could have used the 1 minute and done it once here and then done it once there and made 2 massive trades. I was showing them to my trading group this morning. I missed this initial one. I saw this one. See this? And I drew this flag here with the length. And I decided, they broke it out. They broke it back inside. They broke back inside again. And I said, I see this as a flag. I said, if that breaks back above the 200 SMA, we're going to rip. I said, likelihood of a movement there is about 62,000, right? 131. I told my entire team this morning that there was liquidity. If you were in my trading group, I called liquidity out at 62,200. I'm not a genius. I use the right tools at the right time, and the right things happen. My baby was born, but I don't want to show you unless you're in the trading group. exclusive lifer sush. Okay, so we did the update. Did I put it in the wrong place? I might have, right? Yeah, see? Bookmap can hit 62,200. We have enough liquidity there. Forgive me for that, everyone. Every once in a while, I do make a mistake. But I put an at 33, so it goes to where it should go, right? And look, I'm sitting here scalping Bitcoin this morning, just taking gains. That was one of the many trades that I made this morning. But look, and I didn't even get this move, this big move. I already made gains before that. Had I stayed in the trade, oh my gosh. I'm like, did I keep one open? I always wonder, did I stay in a trade? I'm like, no. I'm like, show me a trade that I made, you know? But I had the flag. Look, I said, now we're going to project this flag here. You see, we're going to start projecting. And there it is right there. That would have been the trade too, right there, man, with the stop right there. 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And bang, right? And there's my initial entry there. When we broke the 200, I got in here. I got out into this chop. Then after this chop, I would have made the flag. I was busy getting the stream ready, right? There's a 10-minute gap there that I'm focused on getting dressed, getting ready for the stream. So, hey, I can't be everywhere all the time, but then another beautiful move there on the 1-minute time frame for Bitcoin. And if you're in my trading group, you know exactly what time it is. I told you where the liquidity was. I called out 62.2 before we even got there. Anyway, I'm not a genius. It's not about me. It's about the fact that if you listen to me and you learn from me, you can do exactly what I'm doing. And you're going to get to a place that you never thought humanly possible when it comes to this trading. I'm telling you right now, I never thought I'd be here, suited up, live streaming, 10-10 every single day, ready to rock. But you know what? God had a plan, and God has a plan for each and every one of you, and God loves you, and God wants you to become something so amazing that everybody looks up to you and says, wow, look at that creation God made. Look at the discipline. Look at the push. Look at the energy. Look at the brightness. God is a bright being full of love, light, and happiness. God wants you to feel love, light, and happiness. That's it. The devil wants you to feel down, depressed, alone, isolated. The devil isolates us. The devil pushes us away from our true goals. I had a hard time with the devil. I had a hard time with trading. When I got right with God, somehow, some way, my trading got a lot better. You tell me if it's a coincidence. I don't know. Because I started, and you know why? Someone would say baloney. I'd say, well, you know what? When I got right with God, I became right with gratitude. I used gratitude far more in my life. I spoke gratitude. I preached gratitude. I breathed gratitude. And so then if I was in a trade and I made $50, I'd be like, wow, that's so amazing. Thank you, dear Lord. Before I would have been like, I should have made more. So I filled myself with lack and lack thoughts. I had poor mentality. I talked poor. I did not choose rich. I chose poor. As funny as that, Nick O'Neill guy is, choose rich, if you ever see him. And I was pouring Pellegrino in the toilet. That was a joke, everybody, if you saw me do that. He did that. I was just trying to make a joke, right? Because I'm never going to drink it again. And it was in my fridge because I heard, I saw this guy boil it. And I could see there was some type of magnetic thing in it. So whatever, you do your own research. I'm not trying to find, I'm not trying to tell you what's right or wrong. I'm not going to drink San Pellegrino ever again, but that's me. Anyway, so a bit of a double bottom here off of 60,000. Like 500, all right? And that could really be the beautiful move here that could propel us further to the upside. Double bottoms do break out 68% of the time. You'd have this puppy here. You'd have your length, right? Again, some say, but are we in a double top? And what's the difference between a double top and a double bottom, Sammy? And I'd say it's support of resistance. You know what I mean? If you lose this level, you're likely going to test this wick at 56,000. And then you could drop all the way to this high volume node sticking out right there into this glob at 50 to 51,000. However, we had many chances for the bears to do that. They had all the power of the world here, couldn't do it. They had all the power of the world here, got pretty bearish, couldn't do it again. So only time will tell. I'm open-minded to believe we could easily still go to 51,000 though. You got to believe that it's possible. You can't put it out of your mind and say, oh no, it's not going to happen. You got to believe and be ready for the fact that it can happen. All right. Am I live right now? Am I live right now? Am I live? Am I live right now? Sean, I'm going to look for you right now. I need to know if I'm live. I'm going to stay cool and calm and collected here, but something's going on with the YouTube. I can't see. I need help right now. I need help right now. Sean, are you there? Jamie, are you there? Okay, I'm live. All right. I can't see the, look what YouTube's doing to me. Look what YouTube's doing to me right now. Erica, duplicate stream, see new key. Look, it's saying I'm a mess, but I'm not. Like, I don't know what's going on. All right, I'll be in there in a second. Oof. That's all you need when you get into the interwebs. All right, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset would be, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. If you're not here, you're missing out on how to trade. You could be getting wrecked. We're going to show you how to be on the right side of the market almost every single day, 80 to 90% of the time. Does your 21 over the 200? Yes, it works on every single time frame, but sometimes the bigger you get, you have to understand how much longer that could take, and the monthly and the 2 week, you know what I mean? Yeah, Sol is doing damage. It's pumping the market. I believe it's creating a resurgence here. Caspa, I gave you Caspa in the cup and handle, pumping up 24% with the KRC20 coming. Casplex, Caspair wallet. Get your Caspair wallet. Go to casplex.org. Get yourself together. Get situated. Get excited. This is the time to be alive. We're going to be prepared for these things because we stuck through when people just decided they were going to leave trading groups, leave the market, walk away. We stuck through. We pushed through. We didn't do that. And because of that, we get to reap the spoils. Congratulations on the new baby girl. Remember, you outnumbered now. 3 kids are a whole different animal. God bless. That's what everybody says. Once you get, my buddy said, now you're playing zone defense. He's like, welcome to the 3 kids Zane. Baby, congrats, Sam 333 Amen. Yeah, my 3rd daughter was born last night. Blessings on blessings, and I still didn't miss a stream, baby. We don't take a day off. There's no reason. Everyone's like, oh, my daughter was born. I'm going to take 3 days, everybody. No. Mara is mining Caspa now. Are you serious? That's a big deal. Sam, congrats on your newborn brother. Your newborn baby. Or your newborn brother. Oh, yeah. Let's get her first winning trade, baby. Amen. Yo, today I already won my trade, so the first day of trading, she was good luck. We got a pump for Bitcoin. I called along for the group, and we're up. First day she's in the game, Daddy hit it again. Sammy, the everyday hitter, never quitter. We banged on him yet again. I'm long Mara till we get to 54. I'm going to be turning 15 grand into like 150,000. It's going to be such a good feeling when I sell that. For sure, long-term capital gain. Amen. Shout out to Jason Casper in the house. Bang, bang, bang. Congrats, bro. Congrats to you. Did you have your child yet, Jason? I thought you were right around the same time as me. I'm pretty sure you had your child. God bless you, Jason. Thank you for being here. I thought about you when I had my child the last few days, and I was wondering, I don't want to pry, though. You know what I mean? Some people don't want to talk about their personal life at all, so I understand. I don't know. I'm always respectful and conscious of all possibilities someone might have in their brain. Okay. Barber Trader Joe, I love you. Lifer Adam, we love you. Joel Machine, we love you. Brett Printing, baby. Yo, Brett we're in Brett, and we've been in Brett hard. Portfolios continuing to bang in certain ways. Jazz me up. Our call on Ondo's still up. Ton's still up. Looks like Notcoin will probably start to pump again, in my humble opinion. But anyway, let's get back to brass tacks here. I'm kind of I got some euphoria over the baby talk here. But I got to focus, man. It's day in and day out for these kids. I got to work 7 days a week so these 3 kids have everything they ever needed. And I also have to install discipline. All right. Let's go back to the daily here and see what's happening for Bitcoin and calm it down. So curved moving averages bouncing to the 200. We need to see the 200 come up. We need to see this get tight. I tell you, in my lifetime, whenever the daily gets tight moving averages, it's very likely we get a big move to the upside. Like 80, I'm going to give you a 90% accurate because I've seen it. I've backtested it on the daily on multiple assets. And then I've used the macro vision, which means if you can go from small to big, big to small. And I'm telling you, man, I've crunched the numbers more than anyone you've ever met with a hyperactive brain. And I sat here alone, cut myself off from society, sat alone in a basement. I'm telling you, it was actually, a split level ranch. So I was in the basement, but it looked like the downstairs. You know what I mean? So I can say I was in the basement, but it didn't look like the basement. It looked like a nice, it looked like a downstairs of someone's house. But I'm telling you right now, man, I did so much number crunching. Highly likely that we're breaking to the upside here to $105,000. The odds are very, 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 very in your favor. Like so in your favor that I put 70 grand down because I bought a whole new Bitcoin and I bought other coins too. So I put even my bet on this happening is huge based on my long-term DCAs and kind of where I placed it. Now I could be wrong and we could go through some pain and you never know. I'm open-minded to believe that the probabilities may not play out. But right now the probabilities for me on my years of backtesting moving averages is again, at the same time, if we don't break back above, see, when I tell you that, but then I'm also systematic. So if we don't break, say the 1 minute never got above a key resistance, like this 64, it wouldn't matter what I just said. You get it? So then we play it one day at a time, one step at a time. And we're going to get into all that in a second. And that's what makes this show different. And that's what makes this channel different. That top-down analysis on a daily basis from the weekly, sometimes all the way down to the 30 second. Sometimes you see me trading the 1 second. We've done it. We've traded the 1 second here more than 10 or 15 times. Anyway, you people are amazing. Thank you for coming to the stream. I love each and every one of you. May God bless everybody. Shout out to all the Jason Casper fans out here and my 618s and the chicken water and the waitress with the Miss Chevin badonkadonk, right? I know. I've heard enough. God bless everybody here on the live. We appreciate you, we love you, and we care about you. And we thank you for your constant viewership, support, and super chats. And thank you so much, James Barbaroto. Congratulations to the new baby girl. Remember, you're outnumbered now. 3 kids are a whole different animal. God bless. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. So the daily, getting a bit of a bounce here. Bullish engulfing candle on the daily. You can put this candle inside. That's a bullish engulfing candle. That is a bullish sign for Bitcoin. We'll take it one step at a time for BTC. And we bounced off beautiful support at 60,800. I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. 8-hour time frame getting a beautiful double bottom. That's a W if I've ever seen one. And so the 4-hour also getting that move. We're going to see this, and then we're going to see the 1-hour come to this 200 SMA. This is what I discussed with my trading group. I said, if we get the tight moving averages above the point of control, the 1-hour, even though it's pinned on the RSI, can get us that move further to the upside, right? And we're getting that move now that we're talking about. See how this is kind of a cup with a bit of a handle? And look, you even see, this is going to blow your mind. But what I want to teach you is the inverted, the head and shoulder. Look, it's shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. I didn't even see that. I was playing the smaller time frame flags. But look, bang, inverted head and shoulder on Bitcoin. Once you broke a point of control on the VRVP, see that red line? Once this candle closed right there above, even though it had the wick, that's a signal to buy for me, right? Because it tells me you can close the gap now. And the gap is pretty big up to the high volume node. It's 64,274. This then coincides with my continuation of an idea that when these moving averages get tight, we get a move to the upside. It also, might I add, looks somewhat like an Adam and Eve double bottom. Just slanted a little bit. And then you would slap your neckline on the top here, right? And then you would draw from here to here. And this also gives you an idea that you could break up to the upside out of this somewhat of an Adam and Eve double bottom. So things are really starting to come together. I call this confluence, bullish confluence, when a bunch of things start to look the same. And it's almost a coincidence, but there's no such thing as coincidences in life. So now that you've understood there's no such thing as a coincidence, then you have to understand that, hey, maybe there's a bull. So that's how I determine if something's bullish or bearish. I go over the facts. Once I eventually see a compilation of things that I've seen before that have turned things bullish, it starts to tell me that we got a sign here. So now I break down where we've went and what we've done. We broke this resistance here today on the 1 hour. 61,777. See that? 61,777. I didn't do that. It just happened, whatever. But 61,777, right? Now, if we lose that, you're only going to have to believe that we'd come back down to this trend line, you see? So if at any moment you see us lose this, we're probably going to come here and test, and then we may even fall. Maybe make a shoulder head, you know what I mean? So what you want to see for Bitcoin right now is you want to see some type of pump up a little more. You want to see either a violent move to this 200 and rejection and consolidation, or push above and just continue, which could happen. We could get a major pump, you know, or you want to see it consolidate without losing this key level here at 61,777s. So you want to see this stay inside of a flag. This is what you're looking for Bitcoin, or a continuation. You really don't want to lose this previous resistance. You want to use that as support. We want to SR flip this key level. Resistance, bounce, resistance, resistance. You can see it was a key local area. So now I'm honed in on 61,777s, and I'm honed in on the 1 hour 200. Now, if somewhat today we get above this and close one candle above it, I would open up a long with a stop loss just like right below these two candles here at 62.7. Highly likely that's going to make a big move to the upside. All right. Shout out to everybody here. If you want to jump on in to the trading group, hit the link here to cryptolifer.com. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. It'll blow your mind. All right. And if you want to jump on in here to Blowfin, Blowfin is sitting here waiting for you. If you know, it's a beautiful exchange, new upcoming exchange. Jump into Blowfin today. It'll blow your mind. We have a link here. All right. Find out what's going on at Blowfin. They got a lot of new coins. They handled the whole gummy thing, which is pretty cool. And yeah, one of the new kids on the block, Blowfin. All right. Okay, cryptolifer.com, I Trust Capital, and our newsletter are the links up here I just want you to know about. And our channel sponsor, I Trust Capital, which I will get to in a little bit. But I Trust Capital is amazing. Buy and sell cryptocurrency with your IRA. You can't do that. And they do sponsor the channel. We really appreciate that. Okay. Moving back to the 1 hour for Bitcoin, we're going to move to the 15-minute now. The 15-minute's going to give us some insight. Why? Because it's away from the 21. So now what we want to see, which is cool, and this is my new strategy actually that I learned just in the last few weeks because I'm fine-tuning. If you have an hyperactive brain and you're always doing what you got to do, you should always be progressing somewhat, right? Inside of your microsystems, there's even micro adjustments you can make to make yourself even that much better. Am I agreed? Even welders, like say you welded for 10 years, you might learn something on the 11th year that you just, and it might be so micro in your brain. Like the more we get into things, the more micro we become. And that's what I've learned about expertise. And that's why someone is an expert at what they do, because they've had the time to cover all the basis points. And then they've got into these little pockets of moments of just intricacies that, like, if you haven't spent that time in that craft, you just won't be able to even touch those moments, right? And that's the difference between someone who's just like a rookie and someone who's really been doing something for a long time. Like, you see it. I saw it on the woman that delivered the baby yesterday. She was an expert. Like, nobody could touch her. Like, you can't touch her. I said to her, she should start a YouTube channel, and I didn't tell her what I did, you know, because I didn't get into that. They didn't ask. I didn't really say. I was just like, hey, you know, just a normal guy. But I was like, you should start a YouTube channel, like teaching people how to give birth the right way, because I did too, and they cut my wife open both other times. This time she knew exactly how to do it, so my wife didn't hurt herself. Like, it was amazing. Like, this woman was unbelievable. You know, my brother is an expert welder. What a pee in the, you're funny. I finally get paid tomorrow, and we'll be in the group just in time for the bull run. Shout out to Michael Ramsey. We love you. So look at the 15-minute coming back to the 21-day moving average. Stochastics overbought. That tells us that whatever rally we had this morning, whatever beautiful run up, is going to come back for the reset. I told you the key level that we're looking at. So what I do is I project two patterns. So you could open up a short. Likely you're going to win if you hold it till we hit this white line. All right. Very likely with a stop above here. I don't like to short Bitcoin personally. I do it. I did it the other day when we had the massive dump. I took two shorts for the scalp, and I made some gains on that day. It was a good day. It was a good day, but I don't go hard on the shorts. Right? I got left alone today, and right before I left, I helped my sister take the car out of the garage. We have a 3-car garage. I don't ever think you should get one. Our little car barely fits. It's like there's like centimeters on either side. You get it in and out, but it just like, it would be a lot more enjoyable just to drive the car right in. You know what I mean? Childbirth is the craziest thing ever. Praise her for quick healing for mama. It was so crazy to see. I watched the whole thing. It was just absolutely insane. They'll call you lucky, but they don't know how hard you've worked. Stay focused and keep grinding. Sam, please get your newborn a pair of Bitcoin socks. Congrats, my man. You now have a room full of Uncle Lifers. Shout out to Andy. Andy, man, you're one of the most consciously cool people I've ever met in my life. I can feel your frequency and your energy through your super chats and the way you speak. May God bless you and yours, man, and thank you so much for that amazing super chat, man. It means a lot to me. Every time anybody gives with their heart, with their soul, and with even, through the super chats, I really appreciate it. Fat merger not supported by Coinbase confirmed, by the way. Interesting. That's weird that they're not going to support it. So you're going to have to send it off and flip it around. Or Fetch isn't going to be able to hang out individually if you don't merge, right? That's not, I don't think that's possible. I've never been through any of this stuff. This is my first big crypto merger. I think it's the first for all of us, right? Congratulations to the Lifer Clan expansion. Love to see it, man. Happy for you. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. Hey, man, congratulations on your beautiful new child. God bless you and your family. I pray long life and health. In Jesus' name, God said, be fruitful and multiply. Amen. He did, my friend. He did. I have to listen to God and do what God told me to do. All right. Let's take a look at the 7-minute time frame, coming back to the 21-day moving average as well. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at, and what we would love is if we get an ascending triangle here. All right. I know I got a lot of lines. And what are all these lines for? Well, one is the bigger channel. One is this little flag, and then the flag that the projections that I'm making right now. All right. So I got this flag here for Bitcoin. These are the key levels. And then, so as the 7-minute resets here, we want to, now we could set up for our next long. Okay. So RM grab. And then we can set up for our next long. I got such a busy day. I got to do an inspection for the new home. I got to meet the inspector at 12:15. So I got to run it. It's about 5 minutes away, but I got to get it all done. And then I got to be back for some type of interview, I think from people from Scandinavia or some country. They're going to interview me about my life, I guess. That's what my wife told me. And I got the link sent to me. I know what to do, but and I got to be back by 2 o'clock. So congratulations, Sam, for Samira. Could you please show us what your course content you offer in a monthly subscription? In 1 month of a subscription, you get so much, and really fast. I don't tend to show. I have so much to teach right now, but I'm going to do this in the fastest way humanly possible. We're going to break this down in 1 month. You have access to my entire trading class and course, which I think a content directory, which is just all my thoughts, ideas, how I trade, tons of videos organized in an organized way to help you. VRVP, right? Fibonacci bootcamp, short supporter resistance bootcamp, how to spot trade, how to set up book map, supporter resistance flips, just 21 crossing the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time for just all these different things that'll change the way you think about trading. On top of that, right? You have all this. I'm posting a Bitcoin update every single morning, every single night. All coins as well, right? And everything I'm thinking about all coins. Then we have elite traders that I've sat with and personally trained and have had I just noticed they had a knack for it and really cared and they wanted to rock, and they were loyal people that wanted to rock with me. All right. Then we even have the leverage mastery class, right? So inside there, you can pay another $300 if you want and jump into leverage mastery, which will blow your mind. And that's with Master Friend. Well, he'll teach you about time frames, like liquidity zones and a lot of some ICT concepts that he's redistributed into his own beautiful brain and really made his own just mark on trading, man. So jump into that. And so there's just so much more, man. And then there's the 99 where you can ask people questions. Everyone's posting charts. We don't play games on gains, people talking about, what's going on in the market. You don't see a lot of memes, a lot of play. People are really focused on helping each other on a daily basis, man. All right. Anyway, and there's probably more I'm not saying. But if you don't, I'm telling you, give us 1 month of your life. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Hey, Sam, congratulations to you and the family on Samira. May God bless you with health and happiness. Much love to you guys, man. Shout out to MG Crypto, man. God bless you. Amor Emer City signed up yesterday. Got his money back today. Look at that. Join the 99 today and set yourself free. Trusting God, man. Once I made some nice gains, I'll invest in myself. And I always say, everyone, you don't have to even You don't have to jump into the 99. We give you the knowledge for free. You watch me trade for free. You'll watch me win trades here live. You'll eventually understand my strategy, and you'll want more. And hopefully you'll make enough gains watching me for free that will make you enough money to join the group. So I started my group for free for years. I started this channel. I gave away value. I did the Gary Vaynerchuk. I gave away value until the value was so high it encompassed me. And we continue to do the same thing. All right. So like, just keep coming back. Someone's like, oh, he's shilling his stuff. People pay because they learn from me, man, and they want more. So come on in, man, and learn. All right. So you don't have to. What my whole thing is, I don't need any money from you. Just I want your attention and your time, so you can. I want your attention, your time, and your focus, so you can learn. Anyway, enough talking today. Let's get back into brass tacks here. So Bitcoin, we're gonna watch one of these two patterns play out. Okay. And then whichever one is the quantum theory, we just, it's a crossroads of life. It might even make us symmetrical, you see, which it has to make a decision. What you can see inside, right? It's so amazing. I'll take you into the depths of trading. And every day I go into the depths of trading. New things hit me in a way I never even thought possible. 1 hour still wants to get to that 200 MA. We have to remember that. This gap could easily be closed today. It could easily be a fat rejection. If we end up getting rejected by the top of the pattern and going sideways and the 200 slides in, it's likely a bear flag that's going to break to the downside. Your measured move of the bear flag is going to be the length of this pole. That's going to take us somewhere to about 55,900. I don't want you to think that it's always just up. I'm not a perma bull and I'm not a perma bear. I'm an opportunist, and we have to look at both things every single day and be ready. We could see a drop to the downside. So far, we've gotten a great recovery, and that is a higher low. It wouldn't make sense, but you never know. We must be open-minded. We'll take it one step, one day, one moment, one candle at a time on these small time frames, and we'll go from there. So far, look at the little bounce there on that 1 minute. I like on the 7. I like what I'm seeing. Bit of a double bottom on the 1 minute time frame. They're working together here. And this is now, could start saying, hey, we don't know exactly yet. We start building these ideas here. And thing is, once it does make this pattern, I've already built it. So by most people make the pattern, I'm already ready to trade it. And again, it's about being first in trading in and out, right? Like you want to be ahead of the pack, head of the game. So you go to your perpetual, you delete everything. And, we don't have the 7, but we have the 5 or the 1, right? And you just start to build these ideas. You could be way off, completely wrong. There's no guarantees I'm right here. But you know what? If I'm right even 4 or 5 out of the 10 times, like if, say it doesn't, watch this. Say you project this, and it does this, and then you get in here, and then you win the trade, which has happened to me so many times in my life, it's ridiculous. But say you project this, and then you go to the bathroom, and the next thing you know, it skyrockets, or it makes a head and shoulder, and it dumps. If it doesn't get into this part of the pattern and make it, I don't take the trade. You know how many times I projected it, it doesn't go into the projection, and you could think I'm crazy, but the idea is it didn't go into the projection, so I don't take the trade. The trade tells me, take only trades that fall into the projection. It gives me a set of rules. See, it's. Do you understand what I'm doing? It's a redundancy on probability. It's pretty awesome what it does over time. And then these patterns have probability as well that you must heed, right? And you could be wrong. There's no guarantees it's going to do anything that you project. You could be way off. The idea is that you're waiting. You want to take the projections that fit your projection if you can. On a level like this, you might be looking at a Fibonacci. You might bounce off the 786 or the 618. And so you watch, and then so I sit like this, and then I go and, you can sit. What I also do is you can do this. Put like a vertical line right where the climax of this channel may start to kind of really hit. And then I'll right click that and slap an alert on it. I'll go do a trade in altcoin and look at something different like we're about to do. We're going to look at SOL. So people are hyped about SOL, some type of ETF news coming. Huge pump for Solana all the way back to 150. Man, that puts me at ease. A guy that has 100 grand in Solana. I mean, and look at that bullish consolidation above the 200 MA with a huge pump to the upside, right? If Martini guy only held on, he was like, oh, I cashed out on my big soul trade yesterday. I was like, man, today would have been the move. But he still made gains, man. Martini guy's the man. Anyone who reached out when my mom died, I will always be there for them. And Martini guy was one of those people, man. So God bless him and his family. And God bless anyone who didn't even reach out. I love everybody in the space. Such good people, man. Crypto Face is one of my favorite, though, because he's super nice. One of the nicest people you ever meet, you know. And he's funny. And he's come to 2 of my big spaces and just held it down. He's a good dude. My good friend got a baby same day as Sammy's B-Day. I told him it's time to join the group. Shout out to Barber Trader Joe, man. I'm 100% Bitcoin. I hold 60%. Trade spot futures with 2020. I like it. Armstrong 33. Unemployment data did come out. We talked about it early this morning in the trading group. Let's talk about it for you. All right? 8:30 a.m. Final GDP. Yeah, on QQ. But unemployment claims was 233,000. The forecast was 236. Previous was 239. So less people filed for unemployment. The market is getting better. That's a good sign, right? They don't have to completely bang on it. All right. What's up with Arrow? It's lagging behind and loading to spring. That's what I'm here. You just said it, man. Just let it cook, bro. Let base do its thing. Oh, man. People are going from full-time work to part-time work. New baby is like $1 million loan from God. Blessed. Amen. Congratulations. A newborn daughter's share a birthday. God bless you, Misty Plains, man. I love you, bro. You're in it with me, man. We connected for life now, man. You know, 627, 626, 626. She's my 626, bro. You know? And so that will be her golden birthday will be on her 26-year-old birthday. Funny. Can you do your trend line on Jasmine? I'm showing a breakout with love confirmation. Shout out to Keith Bradbury. I love you, bro. Send in a super chat for TND. Now I'll do it for you, man. And shout out to the awesome super chats here. We got $20 from James Barbaroda. Barbaroda. I like that actually. Even James Barbaroda. That's a great name. And celebrate the first super chat on live. Thank you, Andy, for the $40 and MG Crypto for $49.99. And all congratulations for my child and just really being awesome, man. Thank you guys so much and love to you for giving. Givers gain every single time, so you guys will gain huge from giving today. That's going to be a big move. Something's coming your way. I'm telling you right now. Every time you give in nature like that. So beautiful pump for Solana. Seems like it kind of pushed the market up a little bit. Let's just hold off, get rid of the moving averages, and take a look at the bigger time frames here for Sol. I like to buy Solana when the weekly is low. Every time I've done that, it's paid off pretty well. You've had 1, 2, 3, almost 4, and 5 times to buy Solana on discount in the last, 2 years. All right, since June of 2022. All right, as it dropped. So to me, it tells me this is your chance to get Solana on discount yet again. Making a bit of a bull flag here in a giant semi cup and handy to the upside. Semi cup and handy to the upside. This thing looks like it's going to fly all the way. What do you think? Joe, ever since I've seen the cup and handle play out like this, it's really changed the game for these traders. I've seen a lot of kids come in with a little bit of money and come out with a boatload with these cup and handles, man. I mean, they've changed their lives. It's printed millionaires, these cup and handles over here. And back to Bob here as we go to commercial. Bob, last week we saw a lot of kids make a lot of money with the cup and handle. What do you think about that? And has that changed the forefront of cryptocurrency? Well, Joe. So the cup and handle looks amazing on this weekly for Solana. I really like what I'm seeing here. Previous support is resistance. We did get a bounce. Had we lost that key level, Solana was maybe testing 84. And again, it still might. There's no guarantees, but this looks absolutely beautiful for a move here on the weekly. 357 is my target, is my Boston accent target here for Solana here. Solana looks beautiful. I got 100 grand in Solana. I'm back up 50 grand, baby, or about 42 right now, something like that. 38 with the 47 on the 109. So, but it was getting hairy. and it was getting tight. And, you know, they've definitely tested my will many times on these big boy holds. I'll be honest. It's just as hard to hold big boy style. I mean, nothing's easy. You can lev trade big time. You can hold. So it is what it is, you know. Like the $4.7 million crypto face short, right? He had 250,000. I got 100,000 in Solana. That's at like 140. You know what I mean? It's $100,000 difference, really. But you know, whether you're swinging lev, whether you're swinging spot, when you're swinging something over a three figures, it's no joke, man. It's no joke, right? You're playing with some really life-changing money, or in both ways, right? You could devastate, you could win, you could lose. So, but you can see how this is swinging down, but this is swinging up. That is a slight form of hidden bullish divergence, which tells us the trend should continue to break the high. Sorry, before it breaks the low. 203 looks better to me there. I'm just going to replace that in the group. So Solana looks really nice on the weekly, right? So look, we came to the 21 SMA. Remember when I told you the 15 you could short down to the white line? Very likely you're in the money now if you did that. All right. Again, I said I didn't take the short, I didn't feel the need. I already made some good gains today. I don't need to overtrade. And I like to trade long mainly. And I have models that are, my models are based, you could trade base long, because there's a model. Whenever you get too high on the stochastics away for the 21, you can short back to the 21. Nothing's guaranteed, but that's a very likely scenario. So now what I do is I delete the ascending triangle. It's likely that's out of the picture at this point. You see what I mean? Our measure moves are all still intact, but we can put them up later. We don't need as many lines. And then we just watch this as a falling wedge. It could still bounce and consolidate. It could still do something. We don't know exactly what it's going to do, but we know that it's going to consolidate. Stochastics look like they need more, and you want to wait for them to come down and get rounded. Stochastics RSI are beautiful. And look, you got rejected by the high volume node. From low to high, you went a gap of the VRVP using the movement of the strategy. Price bumped up above the 200 SMA on the 15. That's usually a very bullish sign. We got the run up. We went through the gap. Sell at liquidity on, you know what I mean? As a day intraday swing trader, sell at liquidity. Stop waiting. So what I did is, what you could do is you can wait for every single 4 to 5 hour long-term trade and all these levels to play out. But look, they don't. You could wait for this that didn't happen. So what I learned about Bitcoin, and to be a consistent leverage trader for me, was to shrink it down. And I got to the 5, the 7, and the 1. And now I know, like, I created models on very small time frames that are highly predictable. And I play them over and over again. All right. One of my main models that I teach all my students, and that I believe I could literally take, take somebody who flips burgers at a local burger spot, that believes in themselves, has just a little bit of confidence in themselves. That's all I need. I need someone that is open-minded and has a little bit of confidence in themselves. And I truly believe I could tell that person, hey, every time price gets above the 1 minute 200, open up a trade with a stop below here. Here's the deal. What I teach a lot of my students is this. Whenever you make these trades, you don't have to be that far away from the 21. You get it? For the stop. So, because if it loses the 200, if it comes up in here and it's a rejection, then a lot of times it becomes a loss. You know, it could dump further down. Like this. See when we lost that? Dump. But the key is once you're up, you get in and you could have a stop like right here, which makes it a 7-to-1 risk reward ratio. Say you lost this. The thing, say you risked $100 in these trades and you could have made $700, all right? And let's just say most of the time you sell in the middle, so you make 400. You don't even make the 7, you make 400 a lot. Okay, but let's just say, and you lose the trade, let's say 7 times, you lose $700, but you win it twice, you'll still win 800, you'll be up. But say you win the 700 and you win it twice, you'll be at 1,400. You'd be doubling your portfolio if you had $700 in it. The point is, if you're consistent about your risk management and you use a model, and I'm telling you, buying when price action, so right there this morning, when that broke above, you got in, beautiful gain. Then when it lost, what I've learned is it will give you the signal again. You can take the signal whenever you see it blindly. So it doesn't matter how the signal comes in, meaning, see how we lost it, but it got back above? You take that signal as if it was the same again. Somebody has I shouldn't say this, but somebody has a bot. And the bot, like, I don't know what it is, but someone has trained. I figured out something, and my concern is one day it won't be here anymore because of how, However, I've back tested it for years. It plays out. So I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? All right. And then once you pump away from a 21-day moving average and you get a really nice pump, all right, every single time, look, and let me prove it to you with the back tester. So this is where teaching comes in hand. Today's like, I'm in a really good teaching mode. I just had my daughter. I want to help y'all. Like God is blessing me. I want you to be blessed. I want you to have what you need. So we press pause, right? This comes up, boom. This is where we were just then. We had broken the 200 and the 7. We had gotten the pump. That gives you that initial boom, right? We even got above a VRVP here and a point of control. But you too far from the 21-day moving average. At this point, about 7 years ago or 6 years ago, I saw this and price came back to the 21. When you press play, you'll see price come back. It'll have to touch the 21. Then it came down to the 200. But it didn't lose the 200. And it did actually. It slumped around. Look when it pumped up again. It got away from what? The 21. It had to come back to what? The 21-day moving average. Then it's going to make a big move. Boom. Pumps up again. Where does it go? It gaps away from the white line. At this point, I would take profit. Why? I'd say the stochastics are high or wait for the 21. We're going to have to come back to that 21-day moving average. There we go again. I found a constant in trading. See, as trading to me is data and being a data analyst or a scientist. Scientists, what they do is they go through experiment after experiment. But you need a variable and a control, right? You take 6 people. 6 people, they give them a placebo. The other 6, they give them the pill, right? But the control is that they all took something in their mouth. So they all think that they took something. Then you go and tell which ones what they did and you find out the data, right? Same thing here. So when it comes to trading, I saw that we come back to the 20, back to the 20, back to the... So I back tested the data. That right there. So I saw that every impulsive pump for any asset in the world, I don't care what asset it is. And what's crazy about this is what I've never done. I'm about to do something I've never done on the channel. I've never done this on the channel. Go to Walmart. It has nothing to do with Bitcoin. They don't own Bitcoin. They don't talk about Bitcoin. They're not associated with Bitcoin. Go to Walmart. Go to Walmart on the 7 minute, right? Look at all Walmart's pumps on the 7. Right? I'm going to blow your mind. I mean, but look, you pump up, you come back to the 7. To 21, right there, boom. Then you lose it, right? Then you'll look, once you come here, if you lose these, you'll come to the 200. If you lose the point of control, you'll drop through this gap. If you don't, then you set your support or resistance. Would Walmart bounce here? It should, right? It did. Look at that. Beautiful bounce on the support or resistance level, right? That's called an SR flip. Previous support is resistance. The stochastics were low. You were in a flag. That's when I always tell you, that's when we trade Bitcoin. See, I'm teaching you how to trade any world market in the world, man. So look, 7 minute spikes again. It will get away from the 21-day moving average. Look at Euro USD. Look at Japanese Yen USD, which has been hot recently because they're doing a buyback on them, right? 7 minute. Look at every time the 7 minute pumps. Away from the 21. Away from the 21. Huge spike. Back to the 21. It doesn't matter what the asset is. You could trade any asset in the world with what I'm teaching you. It does not matter what it is. All right. So then you get lost. Like, where are we again? I forgot. Like, what were we doing? Remember, we're back in time. And you'll lose. And the same goes for when you short the market. Let's flip this upside down. When you short, you get away from the 21, right? But you have to come back to it. So you'll get a huge dump. Those are longs, right? Coming down on us. But look, there's a nice short pump. Sell that because you're too far from the 21-day moving average. You're going to have to come back to it. Shorting and long are the exact same things. They look exactly the same. Look, this looks just like a price action pumping. It pumps with the 21 and moves. But look, we're upside down. And then what will happen is you'll bounce off the 200. If you lose the 200, you'll dump. If not, you'll pump. Same thing. And if you're shorting, if you lose the 200, you'll continue. If you get back above, you should get out of that short. Just like when you lose the 2, I hope I just blew your mind. I blew my own mind. This is insane. We're watching a short squeeze happen a long squeeze happen right now. And I told you it was going to happen because we were too far away for the 21-day moving average. Understood? This is like, I use these times not to make myself look smart. I don't care. Forget about me. Get that whole ego thing out of it. Forget about me. This is about you. You need to learn this. I hope I don't. I'll be alive for a long time. I want to live forever. My whole point is one day you may not be with me. I may not be here. And I'm revealing things that you will see yourself over time. Okay? You will see yourself over time. So we lost that key supported resistance area. Now you're starting to look for that 786 retracement. And now look, we've had multiple sell-offs for 7 straight 7-minute candles in a row. I expected this. We were too far for the 21. Remember when I said you can probably short this 15 right to this white line? I said very likely that's going to happen. I backtested it for years. Look, you'd be in the money if you took that short. I don't know if anyone took the short. Let me know. All right. Okay, what leverage do you use for short-term trading? 37 to 77x. Yeah. So now this is where we could start to project a possible flag breakout. It may not happen, but I've seen it, right? And things could flip and reverse here too. There's no guarantees. We take it one step at a time. 10-minute actually looking pretty interesting. It was a little more detail. You can almost say it's at the 6. It is, look, it's near the golden pocket now. I pulled the Fibonacci from impulse to break, from here to there, and that's your fib. That could be some money printer status. As long as you stay above the 200 SMA on the 7-minute time frame, I remain bullish. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if this is where we get a reversal back to the other side now for BTC. All right? As crazy as that sounds, right? So now I get back into mode. And see how the 1 minute also is bouncing off the 200? There's a lot of coincidences going on here. Notice we have a point of control on the VRVP. We get above that. That also gives me some strength. However, and then look, we just met my signal. We dipped below, but we got right back above the 200 MA. All right, now here we go. This looks like a possible winner here based off the bounce. We got the long squeeze. I could risk 1 for 4 here. We got liquidity above us too as well. We do have this liquidity. It disappeared. It came back in. Let's see if we can get this pump here. I'm only risking 270. It's a $20,000 trade at 77x leverage, right? I'm no big shot here. Okay, 100 for 300. I could easily lose. Doesn't look like, it looks like we're struggling. We get above that, the white 21, then we can get a catalyst. That also makes a move on the like that'll make an algo pump, right? For whatever reason, the bots will eat that up. So if we get a clean close above this white line, we should jettison up to this blue line. I've just seen it in my lifetime so many times. There's a fast cup of coffee, right? At Starbucks. I don't go to Starbucks. All right. I've been there obviously, but I don't drink. I can't handle coffee, so I don't drink coffee. Many people are like, how do you so hyped? I'm just hyper, man, as it is. I'm a hyper guy. Like I like to be, that's my regular state, is to be in a happy, upgoing, like fast moving, just, yeah, like I just want to feel happy and free all the time. Like I just want to feel that feeling. I strive to be like upbeat. My mom was the same way. So I learned it from my mom. She was always upbeat and happy. She was like, hey, what's up? Like she was just always in a good mood. I had the best mom you would ever, and that's why I knew I had a blessed mom. Like she was, you be honest, I never saw her in a bad mood. Like, couple times my dad did some really disrespectful things and she was pissed. I'll be honest, but she was so cool about it and she never really funny, the daily has a descending triangle. Not my favorite pattern in the game, I'll tell you right now. I mean, because you have these, you're hitting these flat points and you gotta, you're scaling down on the top. So honestly, if things don't work out, that could be a dump down to 58. I don't want to scare people. That is, again, we'll hope that's a double bottom. key levels that I would want us, once we get above 158, I believe we could breathe a little bit, right? I believe we could breathe slightly. Trade going sideways here, not able to get above the 200 MA. You see that? Not a good sign. May cut it off. Got to breach that 200. You got to breach that moving average, right? If we get anywhere near here, I'm just going to cut it off probably. Done. Small loss. Small loss. I love small loss. I'm up on the day, so this would be a tiny loss. I don't mind taking tiny losses. Even if it comes back up, I didn't get my confirmation. I wanted that candle to break above that, and then I wanted to gap up. I didn't get that, so I'm not going to wait for that to not do it. And then the stochastics got high. Like, we got our move. I didn't get my confirmation. You could do that 5 or 6 times. You lose small amounts, and when you get your confirmation, you get paid pretty hard. Anyway, you gotta kind of perfect the way you want to do it, right? 7 minutes still looks pretty bullish, but I can't get the 7 minute on that time frame. It kind of that does kind of annoy me sometimes. Chance the 200, we don't lose the 200 SMA. I'm going to look at the 5 to see if I see anything. I mean, we got the liquidity to the upside at 62.6. It's the closest liquidity, suggesting that that's where we're going to go. I literally could just blindly buy that, trust it, and let it rip, right? Anyway, we'll get back to that in a second. 7 minute actually looks kind of strong. The 7 minute would have stayed. See, the 5 and the 7 don't look the same. Isn't that interesting? I'm telling you, man, the 7 minute holds a key. There's something to it. There's something about the 7 minute time frame. I can't explain it, but it just, to me, it does something, man. It unlocks a key. It unlocks a key. Most people never see it. They would skip over it, right? So, crazy green candle right now. I mean, red candle, just flat. So now we are bouncing off the 200. But the stochastics are pretty high for me. So you want to see, like, so you'd rather see, can we break above the point of control and break 618, 61,800? Or do you lose? If we lose the 200 on the 1 minute, we know what that is. That's, and we drop right down to 61,100 again, right? So right now, the 1 minute really controls our destiny pretty interestingly enough. You lose it, you're likely dropping somewhere. You hold it, you're pumping back up. Like, that's why I put so much pressure on the 1 minute 200. It really is the key to your day a lot. You can say whatever you want. Like today, had you got in there, it was the biggest move of the day. That's how you made the most move. I've been learning the 1 minute is my key to like some of the biggest moves of the day. If I focus on the 1 minute, I get to capture the move of that day because the move of the day is so small that sometimes the 1 minute is the one that makes it so big. All right. And then I put so much pressure on the fact that if we lose or keep these yellow lines, because if we do or not, it's a big deal. I don't know if I've changed the way you've thought about trading, but the number 7 is always a universally important number. Banged on the NQ. God bless you, brother. So look, it's bouncing off the 200 now. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. But it also is Thursday. We're getting into lower volume. Thursday's not my favorite day to trade. All right. Can you take a look at WIF? Looks like it wants to pump. I mean, soul pumping makes things that other things might want to pump. We'll take a look. We'll look at the total market cap of all the altcoins too as well. We're going to look at total 3, the market cap of all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right. And the headliner is going to be Solana, right? So we defied that channel. We bounced. You want to see a bounce here, right? Could even still get a rejection, but it would be cool if we did. Maybe we do some type of inverted head and shoulder there, right? But I don't go that far. I go this far. Can we break above that? We break above this. It's likely we gap up to the next resistance here at about 67.3. And then we can talk about kind of where we're going to channel. And then that's the top of this channel. So we're looking for this quick move in the altcoins. It's still, once we get above here and retest, that would change the story. We could still get a gap down or a gap bounce. So, but we'll take it. I'll take 6 or 7 days of at least a relief rally. We need one. It's been a while, but it looks like that's all it will be, a little relief rally, unless you see the total market cap in these altcoins get above this point of control at 708. You break that 708, 710 area, we're talking altcoins start to really cook to $1 trillion. But right now, we're going to have this heavy resistance at 671. That's going to be the main area you want to see the altcoins break back above. All right, you're going to watch Total 3 on TradingView. That's going to give you your insight into the markets. All right. Excuse me. So getting some choppy bounce action here, and now making a bit of a symmetrical triangle, right? 50-50. They mainly break to the downside, but they're 50-50 patterns. And the bounce off the 200 MA is a pretty cool sign that, the bulls are winning. The bulls are winning here. The bears had their chance to demoralize us, break the 200 and flop it, but they couldn't do it. 5 minutes oversold with wanting to bounce. Still could be some juice in this market until about 2 o'clock on Thursday. I found at 2 o'clock on Thursday, usually when you don't really want to be putting too much more capital. For me personally, it's when I really slow down any type of capital into the market. DCAing and all that's differently. I might buy into a coin here and there, but for the most part, no. All right. And ARKM, anytime ARKM's below 2 beans, I like the ARKM. I got 4 racks in there, and I like where ARKM's at. And I told you I'm just going to keep buying about $500 market worth of ARKM below $2, and just continuously to add to my bag of ARKM here. And that went through 35.5. There you go. And I got 43 ARKM on a limit order there. I got almost 8. I have 8 grand of ARKM. I mean, that's a bag. Sam, you're the best. Congrats. I know you cried your eyes out. I remember when my daughter was born. I'll never forget that moment. Thank you for all you do for us and being here with us. Blessings, fam. Amen. Shout out to Rudy 007. XRP going to 50 cents. What do you see in the graph, please? We'll take a look at XRP. Thank you so much for asking. Shout out to Jorge Torres. Shout out to Rudy LV007 for the $4.99 and the $9.99 respectively on the super chats. May God bless you both, and thank you so much for the love. And we're teaching class today. It's an amazing class. Shout out to the 1,369 people here on the live, the 369. 480 people on the likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to join my trading group and know what I know, hang out with a guy that hasn't taken a day off since February of 2021. No days off. My baby was born. No days off. My dad died. No day off. My mom died. No day off. Heck, I died. Came back to life. No, just. But you hit Crypto Lifer. It felt like it, right? CryptoLifer.com. Hit the link. It takes you to here. If you scroll down, boom, you'll get opted in. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter. You won't get opted in. You'll have to opt yourself in, but hit your email address, hit consent, and subscribe. We'd love to give you a weekly newsletter every single week and teach you about what we're going through, what's happening, and get you educated into the markets. All right, so we are getting a bit of a bounce here for Bitcoin. It looks like we may get a move here on this 5-minute time frame. 63,000, 61,490. $61.80 has been a resistance point. Scared money don't make money, though. And I'm just going to let that cook. Either it's going to hit or it's not. Let's move on. Let me jump into the super chat, see what you all people were talking about. And that 7-minute looks like it's going to cook for Bitcoin. It could be a shoulder, head and right shoulder. We'll see what happens. If I lose the trade, I'll still be up on the day. I won't be stressed, so we'll get there. All right. We do have liquidity up to 62.6, which tells me we may be able to close this bird, but you never know. You never know. It is Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Back to the super chats. You're the best, Sam. Congrats. I know you cried. I definitely did. I definitely did. Look, you can reply, too. It's so cool what they did. YouTube really stepping up the game. I like that. Let's take a look at XRP. With the news coming out, Brad Garlinghouse going tit for tat. Right, with Gary and just, I mean, I thought it was pretty rude what happened there, but it is what it is, right? It's low class, right? So whatever. It's low class to label a whole group of people, you know? Right? There we go, baby. There we go. Okay. But yeah, it looks like we could be getting it a bit of bounce. So let's take a look at XRPZ. Everyone wants XRPZ to win. I see it in this hidden cup and handle in a way, right? Right? So I cup and handle right there off the bat. Makes sense to me, something that I'm looking at. Remind me, everybody, not to go over. I have to be at a house appointment at 12:15. Remind me, please, not to go over. Okay? At 11:45, everyone started telling me, Sam, you have to go to your house appointment. All right? Where it's going to get inspected, and you need to be at the inspection, Sam. All right? Because I will stream till 12:30 while I have to be somewhere. And my staff, no staff is here today. I'm on my own, and I hired people because I get so into what I'm doing, I forget that I need to be places. And it happened to me for years. So now I have a team that's like, Sam, you go there. You know what I mean? It's not as bad as Joe Biden, but it's kind of like that. All right. And what's going to happen tonight with that debate? It's going to be crazily. It's going to be funky, right? So everyone's going to want to watch it just to see what happens. They want to see if the dude can talk or like what kind of mask is he wearing. It's going to be crazy, right? Anyway, let's see what goes on here. Previous support as resistance. We have major resistance here at 54 cents. Our next resistance is 65. Well, you clearly have shown some type of support here for XRP. Bounce, 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 bounce at about 46 cents after that wick down off of 47. So XRP showing strength. I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks back above this key level and breaks up to the upside. Kind of a shoulder, head and shoulder there. Once you get it back above 53, I just feel like it's on and you're going to head to 65 and then we'll go from there. All right. Okay. Always happy to watch the show anytime, my friend. Anytime. Yeah. XRP going to 50. Amen. Biden is going to be on some type of drugs. That's what everybody say. That's like what the talk of the town is, you know. Congrats, brothers. Such another life-changing moment. Third time's a charm. Lots of love to you and the family. God bless Justin, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, what do you think they're gonna pump him up with? I know that's what Twitter's saying. It's crazy, right? It's so crazy that's what like the general topic of conversation. It's insane. It's Jim Carrey on mask. Somebody stop me. Everybody wants to see how much Botox he's having. Yeah, they're funny. So that's what we're looking at for XRP. Limitless. Yeah. That's a good chance, you know, because it'd be more risky. That's why. Yeah. And because I'm set in my ways and I like to trade BTC. All right. Okay, let's talk about another coin that I believe in and that looks like it's just the charts are telling me to pay attention. And it's Ton. Ton looks like it's setting up for a parabolic move. I know it's going to take some time. I'm going to hit shift. And it is going to take about 64 days probably, but 64 days from now, which is going to be August, September. You know what I mean? About August. It's where, about August. Yeah, about September 3rd or 4th. It looks like Ton could be on its way or pumping to the $13, $14 region. Somewhere in here. We don't know exactly where, but to me, Ton is just proving itself. Once it breaks out on retest 8, I just think it's going to gap up. And or the charts convey it's going to gap up. It doesn't matter really what I think. It does have a resistance point. How would you grab a nice little label? Hit control. You'll be able to copy this label right down. It's pretty nice. All right. Hit control again. Hit control again. All right. Lit BTC chart on the 3-minute. It's cup and handle to the downside. Thank you. Yeah. Sam, are you going to be at the BTC conference in Nashville? I will, everybody, and I keep talking about it. Jump on in. We have a link to Bitcoin Nashville. All right. So jump on into the link below my video. You got to go to Bitcoin Nashville. I'm telling you right now, it's going to blow your mind. The ticket prices are going to go up. I do get a commission if you jump on in. So now you put me in the spotlight with the community, but you also get a discount. So jump on in. Bitcoin.org. I love that. But go to Bitcoin Nashville. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. I will be there. There's a bunch of Airbnbs open right now. I went on Airbnb right around the place for like $100 to $300 a night. And some are really nice. So they're not overbooked right now. It's ready to go. Some people want hotel rooms, but I'm an Airbnb guy because I need that place to stream. I need good internet, and it is what it is, right? Bitcoin getting beat to the downside here, but it's okay. Super oversold in the stochastics, could get a bounce anytime, but also kind of making that shoulder, head, and right shoulder right here, right? All right. Getting stopped out is good as it taking a profit. It means you're still trading and you're just consistently hitting what you're doing. All right. Bitcoin on the 4-hour looks bad. Rejection for the 21. Thank you for saying that. Let's take a look at that. May make me want to bail, right? I don't see the 21. The 21's right there. It did hit resistance though, 62,000, and seems to be having some problem. Not too bad though. Not too bad. Could be worse. We could get a bounce any moment. Yeah. Heard Trump may be making an appearance at the Bitcoin Nashville. Yeah, he'll be there for sure. For sure. He wouldn't miss the opportunity. He'll be there for sure. I know he will. Yeah. So if you want to see Trump live, he will be at Bitcoin Nashville. Would you be wearing any cowboy boots or hats while in Tennessee? Probably will. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Definitely will. All right. So tons just a hot coin to put on your radar, things to talk about, and Caspa KRC20s. That's the real main focus of the week is KRC20s for Caspa, because if you want to nail something, you got to focus on it. And look, we lost the 1 minute 200 SMA. That's no go, right? It's going to make me want to bail again. But doesn't seem to be all bad. Let's take a look at our 1 minute. We're double bottoming. I'm going to stick to the idea. I either lose $100 or I win the trade. I don't really care anymore. I don't care anymore. Okay. I mean, I care, but I'm not, Will you be wearing a cowboy? Yeah. GL. Yeah, you got to, man. It's too much, bro. We don't want it. Like, we don't want that much, those horrible vibes, right? Okay. AVAX also did a nice run up. Closed my long way too early. Interesting. AVAX, baby. AVAX. A nice run up. I mean, 22 to 28, I guess. I don't know. Lost a major trend line. Watch and learn. Said Tennessee is the best from Franklin. Amen. Love that. Yeah, you just let this thing cook. That's a beautiful double bottom. And once we break back above the 200 on this one, it's like, and we got low stochastics. I hold on to this. Likely, I get payday on this, man. So we'll see what happens. Up down $33. Oh my God. But watch this thing, boom, and then Sammy wins when we get all the way to 62K again. But we'll see. We have the liquidity for myself. I'm holding till 62.6 this time. Last time I didn't hold all the way to liquidity. I'm holding all the way to the liquidity this time. I'm not holding back this time. I'm going all the way, baby. All right. Shout out to Love Learning. I will not have a screen share tonight, everybody. I will postpone the screen share. Screen share will be postponed. All right. Because of the baby, man. All right. But I also, big news is I do teach class the first at 9 to 12 on Saturday. So I'm going to have to use that small time, and it's already been scheduled. So, but maybe I'll do it probably. Maybe I'll just have to bump it till next Wednesday night. You have to let me skip it this week. But what I'll do is I'll make like a pre-recorded video about what I usually go over on there and keep you guys updated. I apologize for that, but my baby was born this week. Give me one break on that. Well, look, Life Revision Trading course, that comes out. This is going to be, it's a live course. Hit the QR code to jump on in. All right. It's $150. I'm telling you right now, you get a PowerPoint, my 9-point checklist, everything that I go through before I get in or out of a trade, what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking about, my mentality, how I got into Bitcoin long term, how Bitcoin's mined. We talk about Bitcoin, the process. We show you a Pi cycle chart. Blows your mind, man. Teach you about divergences, break down the VRVP, supportive resistance, trend analysis, and really everyone says after they take that course, they watch the live stream and the live stream is completely enhanced. And there's so much more going on. So if you're into that and you really want to learn and take your learning to another level, like learning is something you're passionate about like me, if you're passionate about learning like me and money to you is just something you use to gain more knowledge, then I highly suggest you jump on in to that course, hit the QR code. It'll blow your mind, man. I've been teaching it now for years. I perfected how to teach it. People say they take the course within a few days, they're able to make profitable trades. This is what I've read many, many times from many different people. So, all right. Also, proper risk management. Instead of getting liquidated every 5 seconds, you just lose $100 here and there. Right? Your trade doesn't go oh well. You always have a stop loss. You're not risking it all. You're not going for the biscuit every 5 seconds. You know, you're not depressed because you don't get your entire account liquidated. You learn what a stop loss is. You learn how to do proper risk management. You understand, right? You don't just throw nilly to the willy. You use moving averages. You have plans. I'm going to teach you how to actually have a system and a plan. So you're not just throwing caution to the wind every 5 seconds every time you trade. It's just not right. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to your future. It's not fair to people that look up to you. Look, that's a shoulder, head, right shoulder. It looks like it's going to dump. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the downside for sure. Definitely. Yikes. It's like I could save myself $50. The odds are very likely that's going to dump. That doesn't look good at all. Below the 200 with a head and shoulder pattern. If that doesn't dump, I'd be very surprised. Man, my baby's so dang cute, man. She's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. One of them. Both, but she reminds me of my other two babies. They both were real cute. I look at my 9-year-old. I can't believe she was a little baby at one point. You know? I want to get back and see that baby, too. I get to go back and see the baby at like 3 o'clock today or something. All I can do is think about that baby right now. You know? It's hard to trade when I'm thinking about the baby. I told you that thing was going to die. I knew it was going to dump. And like, why are you still in a trade, Sam? Just conviction, I guess. Like, sticking to what I said I was going to do, even though, you know, sometimes that's important as like, you know, as crazy as it sounds. It's crazy. I went all my trades of the morning. But that's going to dump, right? I mean, and that would likely stop me out. Money's born today. Yeah. Nothing makes a man like a baby girl, right? Hey Siri, hey Google, set a timer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes until you leave. 333. Amen. For 11:45. Set an alarm. 11:45 a.m. Thank you. You broke your rule the first time when you got out early and lost the 33. We're above the 200 and still now you're holding below the 200. Those right horizontal lines look bottish, right? AVAX don't look good to me, man. I'll be honest. Yeah, but you know I'm going to probably like the high likelihood. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway. Moving forward. Shout out. Congratulations on your newest meme. Bet of your family, brother. On the newest meme, bet of your family. Best feeling to have them arrive safe and healthy. Amen. This guy is precious. Even thanks, Siri. You're so polite. You even said thank you to Siri. I guess. I don't know. My mom was like the most polite woman ever. You know. AVAX is look. Didn't you see AVAX in the head and shoulder there? Am I wrong? Or is AVAX telling us where the whole market's going to go? Sometimes you get that. Like, but see how AVAX is in a head and shoulder pattern? Shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that wants to take a, like, I guess it's improbable. That would put AVAX in negative categories, but wow. Just crazy. And there you go. I mean, we could see that was going to dump, right? It was a clear head and shoulder pattern. Below the 200 SMA with the bearish retest of the 200 as well. Completely against my rules. So it's like you get in here, you get out, you get in here, you get out. You don't trade again. I'm going to stop only trading my model and not, like, I try to impress you guys because you know what it is? I always trade and I'm done with the day. And then I want to like throw another trade on top. I'm going to stop doing it. I know you're a fan of Dr. Joe like me. Want to let you know that he came out with a video yesterday on Lewis House. BONK. He updates everything. Even research. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, come full circle on that whole idea. All right, moving forward, let's take a look at the S&P futures and just take a look at what's happening to the regular markets. I told you the daily was going to likely come back down and retest the 21 MA, just like the 7-minute does. I told you we were likely going to get a sideways price action throughout this flag. I talked about this last Friday when we were here. I drew this, and now you're going to come out. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to say, look, we're coming closer to the 21. We're getting ready for that move. We're starting to make that flag. The 4-hour is doing its thing and looking really, really good. I see a big breakout coming for the S&P. They're going to continue to print money for the election. They have no choice. They've printed so many bills that they have to push through that they said, and now to push them through, they got to print more money. They're going to have to extinguish the dollar because they're going to have to stick to, you know what I mean? They're between a rock and a hard place. I can see it. Any economist or mathematician can see it, but these people aren't that smart with math. They're good at like running their mouth and lying, but that's really what they're good at. They're not really good at anything else. And we stick to the facts and we stick to the math. And so because of that, we can kind of see what's happening. They can't. They get so caught up in their lives after years and years of doing it, they really don't even notice they can't see it anymore. They are absolutely lost. Both sides of the aisle too, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's just one, it's both. It's any real politician in general. I can see this coming up to 55, I don't know, 5,800 possibly for Bitcoin, right? That level right there. Let's see if this thing can pump, but I like what I'm seeing here. I'd look for the daily to continue to go sideways for about 4 or 5 more days possibly. But before it can complete this continuation when it touches that 21. Might even get a little dip down and back up again just for the algorithm to touch that 21. I've seen that happen too. It just suffices the algo comes back up and then they're gone. But I'll be watching this closely and I'll give you your macro analysis tomorrow for Bitcoin and the ES1, S&P futures, the DXY, and more. Also going to be going over Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance as well. So we want to see this as an M pattern, right? We want to see this go 1, 2, and break to the downside, buckle my shoe, right? We want to see a 2 double tops here and go further down. That's what we're looking for. I'm looking at Yuki on a DEX. Head and shoulder on the 5-minute. Do you trade stocks or just crypto? What do you think about Pepe? I have the PSD to prove it. Amen. I drew it, yeah. AVAX daily. I mean, I really didn't bring my rules there. I closed the trade early because it looked like I was going to lose more. And it kind of was a smart idea. Same thing I should have done again on the second one, honestly. And just to cut the trades off. I take little shots. Sometimes if the little shot doesn't work, I move on. I don't mind the small losses. I can handle them. I don't want to get liquidated and get beat down. I'm not trying to lose $5,000 a day. That doesn't work for me. Losing money isn't fun. I'm not into it. So look, the daily's in a rising wedge. They break down 68% of the time. We want to make sure that the daily does not get back above 106. DXY daily, we want to see break down, at least for now. Give a little relief rally for Bitcoin. Maybe it goes sideways, and then we'll find out what happens inside this bigger symmetrical triangle. You are above the 200. Things are pretty bullish so far. 4 hours also looking all right, like it wants to bounce. So this rising wedge may break out parabolically, right? I mean, look at what you're seeing. So the DXY is strong. It would have to literally go below 105 here. You see, and lose this trend line. Once it loses the trend line, I can see it go further to the downside. That's the key level that I'm going to watch on the DXY here like this and drop to the downside. All right. Shout out to Jamie Zeno. I'm so sorry you have to babysit adults. Jamie, I love you though. Thank you so much for your constant support, love. And without you, I don't know where I'd be, man. If you want to join the trading group, everyone, in cryptolifer.com, all right? And shout out to our channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, okay? You can buy and sell cryptocurrency inside your Roth IRA, and it's amazing. You just can't beat I Trust Capital. It's awesome. Also, if you want to do your taxes, Decrypted.tax is the place to go. Streamline your crypto and DeFi taxes with our cutting-edge software. I mean, I think it's amazing, and you won't find a better place. They also have tax attorneys there on standby, which you don't have at a lot of CPAs. So it's pretty cool to see Decrypted.tax. Find out more, get professionally prepared taxes when it comes to cryptocurrency, Nowhere else does it as good as Decrypted.tax, in my humble opinion. And check them out. Decrypted.tax. All right. Yeah, so the DXY looks somewhat strong. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Just a flash. I don't want to ruin tomorrow's macro analysis, but I got to take a look. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance looks like it may be losing a little bit here. Could be something good for the altcoins. Look like, that could be a Solana move. And if I see that now, let's look at US Tether dominance. And I'm going to deep dive what that really means later on. See, when Tether dominance drops with Bitcoin dominance, it's a really good sign. We want them both to dump. What does that mean? People are losing their Tether for what? For Solana. People are losing their Bitcoin for what? For Solana. So that Sol ETF caused a lot of money to move into Sol. It did. Let's take a look at SOLBTC and look at that massive spike. And so you can follow the money by doing this. Bitcoin dominance dropped. Okay, money left Bitcoin. Now, if Tether dominance went up, you'd be like, oh my God, people are selling Bitcoin into Tether. So that's why you always juxtapose Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance. You put them next to each other. You get it? If Bitcoin dominance drops, boom, Tether dominance, you're in there. And vice versa. Now, once you see that Bitcoin dominance is dropping and Tether dominance is dropping, you know money's leaving both. So it's not going back into fiat, because to fiat, you have to go from Tether really back to fiat. So if it can't go to, so now you know it's staying in the ecosystem. So where is it going? So now you look through your BTC pairs, and then you'll see one coin that's probably dominating them all. That's where the money went. Also, my strategy. What if you knew none of this, but you traded a flag? Flag broke to the upside. What if you traded when the 7-minute broke above the 200 SMA for Solana? You would have got into the trade right around here, and you'd be in the trade still with massive gains. Pretty interesting, right? What if you used the 1-minute strategy with the 200? You would have got into the trade earlier last night or earlier this morning right there, I think at about 4 or 5 in the morning, and bang, you'd be in the money huge right now. My strategies will get you so paid for life. I'm telling you right now, if you understand them, get educated, and really put them to work with a disciplined and focused manner, I'm telling you, I give you guys what you need every single day. I don't stop. People hate, people talk ish. They say whatever they want about the lifer, man. We don't take days off. Our consistency smothers the rest of the people out here in this game. They can say whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. We will be the richest game. We will be the richest trading group. Through my consistency, I will create the most successful traders in the world. That is the goal. That is the key. That's what we're going to do. And then when we drive up in like 70 Lambos deep, all saying the lifer on them, people are going to know, oh, that's a group of people that have changed. We're going to change. Don't you get how many people one of us are going to actually blow up? We're going to change the world, everybody. It's going to be a big deal. Get excited. Get ready. This is just the beginning. I don't think you realize what's in store if you're in the lifer community right now. All right. The 15-minute is playing out. I mean, so far we've defied the odds with this bullish div here. Strong bullish divergence for Bitcoin, keeping me in the game. And honestly, it's likely I'll post a win on this trade. We break that 1 minute 200. We blast. We sit pretty somewhere at liquidity, like I told you, at 62.6. And we're in there. Shout out to Crypto Sam for the $4.99. Sammy, congrats on your little girl, he says. Happy for you guys. Can you please look at MATIC? It's beat to the ground, but it has 2-day bullish divvy. Wow, MATIC. We haven't looked at MATIC in a long time. It doesn't market anymore. Nobody talks about it. It doesn't get the buzz, right? Where can I find the course? It is one-on-one, or is it a course I can slowly go through module by module? We are producing a module course. That one will not be ready until like September or October, we are hoping. All right. Okay, here is the design that the guy made. I like it, but again, man, like they look like items I can just pick off of a graph and put on the screen. I mean, this is a little written. I'll give you this. This isn't bad. He should swoop on the cup, though. See, he needs to be on the cup. See how the cup swoops? I like the shadow here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take the shadow. I'm going to take that idea because I wanted the cup to swoop. So I like your shadow idea, and I like some of the movement. I want this to be a little more progressive in detail, but I like what you did here a little bit. It's not all bad. It's just too simple, man. But I want the Superman to push up on the side of the cup. You get it? And the cup's got to be more, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm Sam Price, Crypto Lifer. Like, let's get real. I love you, bro. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, but I don't know. It's not bad. I don't know. I don't know if I can. Yeah. No comment, man. No comment. No comment. No comment. Mum's the word, man. Mum's the word. So SOLBTC pumping. It could continue to pump here too. It is in a bit of a flag here, consolidating above a key support or resistance level. Sol Bitcoin. I mean, that's pretty cool. So news of a Sol ETF coming out there. Let's take a look at this. And shout out to Crypto Twitter, really doing a good job keeping you up to date of what's happening in the markets. I like what I'm seeing here. We got Coinbase. Big news here for Coinbase. Coinbase has filed lawsuits against the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, for not complying with the Freedom of Information Act requests. The lawsuits allege that the SEC and the FDIC are withholding information related to crypto regulation and are attempting to exclude the crypto sector from banking services. Coinbase seeks to uncover evidence of what it describes as a deliberate and concerted effort by these agencies to pressure banks to deny crypto firms access to the federal banking system. Once you get into crypto, you don't want to bank anymore with the banking system. You get higher APYs. Right now, Adam gives you 13% a year. You can't get that from the banking system. Number one, bang. Number two, you have access to your money 24/7. You can't get that from the banking system. Bang. Through your Coinbase card, you literally have 24/7 access. You can send money to that card. You can go to an ATM. You can take out cash. I'm just saying, so like you have 24 access to your money. You don't have to wait for the bank to open. You don't have to wait for a check to cash. Once you get your crypto or someone sends you crypto, you can send it to the wallet. You can exchange it for Tether. You can send, or USDC. You can actually spend even crypto that's already in there. You can just choose which crypto you want to spend at the time. It becomes a taxable event like you sold crypto. I get it. So you'll pay capital. Say you spend $100. You've held Atom for 2 years. All right. You spend $100. You are going to pay the capital gains on when you sold the Atom and the difference, right? So if you sold if you sold Atom at 56 to pay for something, just remember that. But that's, you made the gain, so you factor that in. Just so you know. So whenever you use your Coinbase card, it's technically it's like taking profits, All right, everybody. Blessings on blessings. I got to jump on out of here and get ready for this inspection. There is the timer. Bitcoin is getting hammered. I apologize for leaving early. I think today and tomorrow I won't do it again. Bitcoin got rejected by the 200, did another bearish retest, having problems getting back above this point of control at 61,800. 1618 is the problem. Yeah, started to think he really does their hands in the main. Oh, man. Yeah. Nothing new, man. Shout out to Hassan. Yep. But it's not too bad. We're actually somewhat flat here, too, though. Again, it's a symmetrical triangle on the 1 minute. And these break up mostly to the downside. But it could go either way. We'll likely pump because, oh, look, dude. Oh, my God. You see it? Oh, my God. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder, semi, cup, and handy. Look at this. I'm going to zoom in like huge. It's like a cup and handle there, a bit of an inverted head and shoulder. I could save the day right now. Measured move to the upside. We get the pump. You never know. So I'd watch it in a symmetrical triangle. But it's crazy what you can see when you deep dive the market. I do see an inverted head and shoulder there. I really do. And I'm not trying to make it up. I mean, that's a shoulder head and a right shoulder right there. Does everybody see it? I stream every single day, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m., Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. every single day, baby. Every single day. All right, everybody, I got to jump. Thank you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. I'll check in with you later on today. I definitely will be running to go see the baby. And I'm just super excited. I love you all. I'm super happy. And I can't wait to continue to do this every single day. This trade is not over. All right? Trade is not over. All right? So we'll find out what happens to the trade. I'll post it to the trading group. I'll likely win the trade. You never know. Sam, congrats on your data, bro. Please check BONK. Also, do your own XRP or XLM. I said I had to leave at 11:45. My team said it specifically. This is the problem. I'll do one of these and I'll forget about the next one, and then I'll trip into more time. I do not have time for that. I cannot do this. I must run. BONK looks cool. It's in a flag. It broke out above resistance. Just make sure BONK doesn't go back below 2177, and you're good to go. Someone asked me about MATIC. MATIC's in the dumps. MATIC needs to break 58. Once MATIC breaks 58, it can breathe again. Until then, it's in a bear flag, and it might even go further down. You never know. All right, everybody, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. There's MATIC right there. Look, MATIC has to break back above this level. Boom, boom, boom. And then BONK. BONK made a beautiful breakout. Just make sure it stays above this resistance here. See that? And the main area is now that big support. You don't want to lose that. That's going to be 2179, and your area is 2383. All right, everybody, I love you. Thank you for being here. God bless you all. Hugo, just you're so funny, lemon graphics, bro. Oh man. Just Jamie, man. I think we need to move on, man. Everybody, I love you. You're so nice, Jamie. You've been too nice, honestly. Everyone, I love you. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream on a Friday. We got through another crazy week of trading cryptocurrency. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. May God bless you all. Thank you so much. Gratitude for every single one of you. Gratitude for my new child. Thank you for all the well wishes. $160 in chat revenue, I believe. You people are awesome. And yeah, $150. 600 likes on the. Let's get 1,000 likes. What's going on? All right, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. I might even come back tonight. You never know. Stay blessed.